Well,
I'll have to edit that out.
so I've been asked to
What's the
share.
hub those last few words?
It's a great speech, like Virgil.
Well, like I can remember, as Lion Tim said, I became a member of the Dalles Lions Club in October of 1959. And when I became a Lions Club member, I just come here to teach vocational agriculture. And one of our longtime Lions at that time, Bill Lawrence, who is the father of the current mayor, was teaching along with me, and he asked me to join. And then another thing I remember, you talk about, we're having the convention here pretty soon, and don't do what Ted Walker did. Lion Ted Walker was very, very active. That's the Ted Walker, swim meet and so on. He used to teach Jerry and Lion Jerry and some others in the Dalles how to swim down at the bottom of Union Street. And so that's one of the reasons it's the Ted Walker, swim meet. But he went to the convention, I don't know, Seaside, some of the others here remember that, but he goes waltzing in there with a bunch of lions, and he had a toy pistol. Can you imagine how that would be if you went to the convention in Pendleton and went one of the banks with a toy pistol now, what would happen to you? So another question I was asked to answer is, why did you decide to join the Lions Club? And I think this is one thing that's very important. I was asked. Somebody asked me to join, told me about the Lions Club, asked me to come to a meeting, and then I joined. But I also, as a teacher, teachers get pretty well involved only on campus, and they don't see what else is going on around, which sometimes is to their disadvantage. So I wanted to connect with the community and broaden my horizons and see what was going on, not only on campus, but where things were going on in town. Because we used to bring in a lot of speakers to talk about, maybe telephone issues or all kinds of things. It was very enlightening to see what was going on in our community. So that was one of the reasons I joined. As I said, but the main reason was I was asked. So we got to ask people to join. That's one of the best ways to get a member. Now they ask about which is my favorite fundraising activity. I don't think I have a favorite, but I do enjoy the fundraising activities over the years, and there's been a lot of different ones. Hard to think back to say I like one particularly. So another question was, why would you encourage others to join the Lions Club? Well, I say we get involved, or they should get involved in our community and make it a better place for us and to help others in a camaraderie. I mean, we have fun together. We get a little wild sometimes, but so be it. I mean, we got to do that once in a while. It's a good thing to smile and a good thing to laugh. We do that sometimes. I think that's good. So what was my favorite Lions memory? It was during a Lions fundraiser. It was during the broom sale, and it was at night. And the Lion was Lion Frank Scudera. He was the manager of the employment agency here in town. And so he's carrying these brooms, and he's going along, and something brushed his, side of his leg. He reaches down, but then he thought it was a cat, so it wasn't. It was a cat with stripes. And it nailed him. So he had to go home and get in the tub or whatever with tomato juice to get that smell. So I'll never forget that because it was just kind of typical of what could happen, but for Frank it was kind of made it more special.
Did we have to discount those brooms?
Excuse me?
Did we have to discount the brooms he had?
We probably made him buy them. So then another question is, who do I think of should deserve special recognition? Well, there's so many, and some of these people you wouldn't even recognize, but one is Ted Walker again, which is as I said, the Ted Walker swim meet has been going on for years and years. And then another one is Bill Lawrence, which, as I say, is Steve Lawrence's father. He was very, very active in the Lions Club and very active and helped me put together, our park there, by the swimming pool. And the idea of that was to start with was to get a place for the swimmers to kind of have a place to, enjoy without, just concrete or whatever. So that was one of the reasons for doing that. But the Lions Club and their family, the Lawrence family, donated the construction or putting in a drinking fountain, and there was a plaque there to that effect. Well, somewhere along the line, that was removed, and the Lawrence family did find, fortunately, the person that removed it was from the Parks Department, did not destroy the plaque. And so that plaque now has been moved to a drinking fountain there at City Park, just, on Union Street. So I'd say Bill Lawrence, and Ted Walker, and then another one that was very, very active at that time was Gene Myers. And a lot of these things that we got started, like I say, the park and so on, were started during the time of these members. Now, Bill Lawrence, I told you, was a teacher, as was I, and this is kind of off this Lions topic, but so we were single guys, and so we'd get together for lunch, give each of our place up for soup and a sandwich, and instead of coming to Lions Club, because it wasn't that day, we would have that, and we always remember, we always watched The Price is Right to see who we had to, we guessed who was going to get the right, I remember that. So, now I'm asked here, how would I like to be remembered as a Lions Club? I just like to be remembered as a member of a great mover and shaker organization. It's very involved in the community, and it's helped make our community move forward. That's kind of what, I don't particularly care to be singled out. I just like to be known as being a member of the Dalles Lions Club and all the different things we've done for the community. Now, do I have any advice for new members or for the Leos? My thought there was we all need to be involved in our community, help make our communities a better place, help those in need, great fellowship, and many make contacts you need in the future, reference, job, whatever. I mean, it's just a great place to mingle with what has become your friends or people that you might, as I said, you might need to ask a question or need some help from sometimes. So there's just a lot of different, I think there's a lot of different reasons to join, but that's kind of what I picked out.